speaking of Minecraft, with Serge and James here,
Ooh.
there was a challenge to debate the benefits of aesthetics versus function in Minecraft.
Ooh.
I mean,
which side would you consider each of you on?
I'm definitely on aesthetics.
I was gonna say.
like.
I mean, James is pretty into the aesthetics as well, though.
Here's the difference. I much prefer modded Minecraft over vanilla Minecraft. And what I love doing in modded Minecraft is a lot. You don't really build structures. You build sort of machines and platforms to put the machines on.
Yeah,
and
I like that.
So I'm a big fan of like symmetry in that sense. I like good-looking, laid-out machines, which is always a problem when you're playing with Uno because he just does not care.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's
anywhere. Like, what is this?
He's the worst. I love him, but he's the worst.
Yeah, it's just like there's this space here. That's where we walk. There's nowhere to walk now. Why would you put it there?
But it's yeah.
Do you think he does it deliberately to annoy you?
No, I don't think so. I just think he is definitely a function guy.
Yes.
Nice, there it is. That's some.
He's got a blind spot. It's just like some people are just incapable of seeing things.
I love these replays of Pong. This is so good. Boop. that was your last shot.
Yeah.
That was your one last shot.
So I think I realized that my aesthetics game was not and might never be strong enough for Serge. When I saw him modifying the exterior of, I don't know, it was an entrance to something, but you're like this area, these hills and these bushes look too normal. Let's scatter it up a bit. So he was starting to figure out where to add in randomness.
Yeah.
To make it look more natural. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Right. So that might be the split we have here is James is really into like the symmetry and stuff, whereas Serge is into the like aesthetics and the actual and like you're big into like decorating.
Yeah, well,
things.
it depends on what the build is. If it's the interior room, it has to be symmetrical, and it turns out I'm terrible at counting, like comically bad at counting.
Off by one.
Honestly,
That's
off
nice.
by one all the time.
Real Wormbo just said Uno actually asked chat where to put stuff when he was playing on the modded server alone last 2 weeks. Where would Serge be least upset about this?
Yay, Uno! Oh, that's really funny. But the aesthetics, it's really interesting because, yeah, it's how do you make something look natural? How do you make something look organic? And oftentimes, like
It's like these are all just big cubes. Those aren't natural.
yeah, that's a hard thing. It's just like a hill has to be rounded in sometimes, and so I've started leaning towards. You can find interesting ways to balance something. Oh God, I'm going to sound like Bob Ross. So it's like if you have a hill here, you want a tree on the other side to balance it. So you get these interesting ways to make something look really, really nice on either side. And so there's ways to balance something to look good that isn't necessarily perfectly symmetrical or even or something like that, but it has its own nice flow to it. And yeah, so that's what Ashton's talking about. It's like, okay, let's round this hill, let's mess up this shrub a little bit.
The valley shall be exalted.
And a couple people are like,
the
that's right,
lofty hills brought low.
there's a counting with Surge emote that, because I'm so bad at it. I did a Desert Bus project before we ended up here.
Yeah, the logo.
A little pixelation of the logo that we have up there. And I realized when the whole thing was done and I had a celebration, the little yellow line I had in the middle was off by 1 block. And I had my very first Team Order versus Team Chaos vote. The first discussion was like, do we leave it? It's 128 by 128. Who will notice if it's off by 1? And it was decided that we'll know.
You'll
so
know.
I had to move it all over by 1.
By the way,
Madness.
I used to be like, I used to go to like church with my family and stuff, and that particular stuff, they're like, the valley shall be exalted, lofty hills brought low, make straight all the crooked places where the Lord our God may go. It's like, wait, what? We're just gonna like theoretically God made all the mountains and stuff. We're just gonna like
You're
bulldoze
like, no,
everything.
pave it over.
Yeah,
Make
pave it over
straight.
so that it's like that doesn't seem like something that God would like.
So I
that
had an
seems
idea
dumb.
for a stream I want to do.
Yeah.